My corona. No, too early. Nobody else singing that. I can't get it out of my head. So disclaimer, first things first, I've just realised the title of this video might suggest that I have corona. I don't. I am corona free as of this particular moment. What the frig is the date? It is Saturday the 14th of March? April? What month are we in? So at this particular moment in time, I am corona free. I hope you are corona free and okay. But yeah, I thought I would pop on here and talk about the situation as a chronically ill disabled person and how it is affecting the world, because coronavirus is a thing, it seems. Oh, goody. Anybody else just kind of just doing that all the time? It's just a little bit anxious. I have now decided to go into self-isolation. For those of you who don't know what self-isolation is, it is basically where you're cutting yourself off from the outside world. So if you have coronavirus, you're stopping the spread and stopping giving it to anybody. If you don't have it, you're shortening or going down, what's the word? Lessening, that's the one. You are lessening the likelihood of getting it just by closing the doors, not going out. Anything that comes into your surroundings gets cleaned, and so on and so forth. So I'm doing that because I am an immune suppressed, chronically ill human who will be severely affected if I catch coronavirus. I realise most people will be severely affected if they catch coronavirus. I'm not trying to downplay able-bodied, well people if they catch it, because it's scary. And people are saying that, oh, it's like flu. It's just like, it looks a lot worse than bloody flu. So I realise it's scary for well people. I'm coming at it from a chronically ill perspective, that it would likely severely either damage me permanently, because I already have a weak heart. So any infection or virus that gets into my system just continues to damage my heart. I've had really bad pneumonia before, so my lungs are scarred. So it would either leave me with permanent damage, or worst case scenario, kill me. So I have self-isolated, which is going to get a bit awkward. With Mother's Day's coming up, I now can't do Mother's Day. I had great plans to do stuff. I was going to build a cheesecake. Build a cheesecake? I was doing a thing with a cheesecake. It's now not happening. I have decided to self-isolate, which is going to be tricky because I do not have a big flat to live in. I do not have a massive amount of stores, as in the toilet roll situation and the food situation. My anxiety levels are pretty high. Funny enough, not about corona, about existing, because shops are scarce now, and the way I live my life is now so more difficult because everybody lives like it. So the system isn't kind of made up for this amount of people having online shops, and I'm not the kind of person who can just live off of any kind of food at all. I'm very, very specific in the foods that I'm left with that my stomach will digest. So if those foods are gone, I can't just go, oh, it's alright, I'll live off beans for a week, because my body doesn't digest those foods. So it's a bit tricky, and also I have to clean everything on a daily basis as it is, because I have no immune system. So when Dettol runs out and when cleaning supplies run out, it's difficult for me, because as I said, a cold can do me some serious damage. And so to know that there is a lack of cleaning products just to help me kill cold bugs, and oh god, a stomach bug would not be good for me right now. I'm having trouble with the lack of cleaning supplies, because I need them to survive. A stomach bug can wipe me out, let alone you take coronavirus out of the issue. Just normal everyday bugs are gonna knock me for six, and I don't have access to be able to clean right now because everybody's bought up all the Dettol. And I get why everybody's bought up all the Dettol, you know. Anxiety is a massive thing, and mental health is a massive thing. And so to know that you might not have cleaning supplies, you automatically go and buy a couple of weeks worth to keep you going, just makes it really difficult for the immune suppressed to get supplies, because we can't just go to 3 or 4 different shops to try and find stuff. I have one delivery a week. I don't go to any other shops. If that shop doesn't have Dettol or antibacterial cleaning supplies, I'm screwed. That's it. That's my only option, because I can't afford to have shops from Tesco's, Asda, Sainsbury's, Morrison's, Ocado, what are the other places? Marks and Spencer's. Do Marks and Spencer's even deliver? I don't know. All these other shops, I don't have the option of getting to the house because I can't afford them. I can have one. I have to pick one and hope that that shop has the antibacterial stuff I need, because I use antibacterial stuff to wash my clothes, to clean behind me. What else do I use it for? Everything. And that's not just because of corona, that's an everyday thing so that I don't get sick. That's what's giving me anxiety, not the coronavirus. If I get it, I get it. It's living day to day without the ability to look after myself properly. But self-isolation, for the majority of the population, is going to be weird. For me, not so much, because it's kind of what I do on a daily basis anyway. I don't go out. I don't see people. I already sort of live in self-isolation. This isn't going to be a major difference to me. My main difference is that now everybody else is self-isolating. It's putting pressure on the systems that I already use. Everybody else is now living my life, or living the life of a immune suppressed, chronically ill person. You know, we can't go to the cinema, we can't go out, we can't meet people all the time, we don't go out to work. All of the things that everybody else is now having to live with, I do it on a daily basis, so it's not really that much difference to me. But I don't want to make light of it, you know. It's hard changing the way you live and having it done against your will really, really fast. It takes some getting used to. So basically take care of yourselves. There are lots of tips out there on mindfulness right now and how to kind of deal with being self-isolated, you know, get a routine going. I cannot say this enough, that a routine is vital. If you start, you know, going, oh, I can stay up late because it doesn't matter, and I can sleep in because it doesn't matter, that severely affects your mental health if you're self-isolating. I have lived in this bubble since I was about 13, and I know if I have a routine, if I have a bedtime and a time to wake up, I keep to a daily routine of self-care and looking after myself, I mentally do better, I physically do better. I know it's easy for me to say, you know, I'll do that, and it's not so easy to do once you're, you know, in your own house all the time. But it really, really is vital. I'm trying to think if I've got anything useful to say, being that I already sort of live like this. Keep yourself entertained, look after yourself, do something you really want to do that you haven't had chance to do. There are some people who have decorated their houses while in self-isolation because they now have the time to do it. Obviously a lot of you are still working and you're working from home, and that's great. I feel for the people who don't have that option because they either, one, can't afford to not go to work, two, their work isn't in a place where they can just set up at home, three, they work in the NHS. I mean, can you imagine if you're a nurse or a doctor right now? Very, very scary times. I bow to the NHS for dealing with this. It's not going to be pretty the other side of this, but let's hope we can all get through it. So basically, I just wanted to pop on here and say hi. How are we all? I don't have corona, in case you were wondering. I hope you don't. Let's all stay in touch and keep talking to each other. I know there are quite a few people in the Spoonie community who are setting up live chats on Instagram, on Skype and stuff, so we can all kind of get in a room and have a little natter and have a little social time and just pass each other tips along and just keep in touch and look after our mental health by talking, because it really does help to just chat to somebody, even if it's not about corona. Just take your mind off of it. Go and have a chat about what's on TV. Watch a TV show with your mate over Skype. Just reach out and talk to other humans. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are safe and warm and not too stressed. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye. My corona. My corona. That is really freaking catchy. Damn it!